Right, so here we are. There's my tricopter. Right, excuse the mess, but there's my tricopter. It's hooked up to Mission Planner, as you can see at the moment. If I move, I've got inputs on both sticks. And the sun is a bit bright, or the light, should I say, is interfering on the screen. So that's basically all done through PPM, right? As you can see, my receiver is hooked up on PPM. What I've got there is these two wires are connected, and then I've got a jumper lead just next to it. That's basically jumping channel 2 and channel 3, if I could put it that way. And then where you see channel 1, which is the obvious there, channel 1 down to your V, your battery. So that's your PPM right there. And sorry, your channel 1, your voltage and your ground, right? You have to jump channel 2 and channel 3 to be able to work PPM. Now, the thing is, on a PPM receiver, what you've got is you've got channel channel 6, right, and channel 5. Now, because this is only a 6-channel receiver and it's only a small little one park flyer, right, but it's PPM, it's very convenient, one cable basically and a jumper. You can only access basically channel 5, sorry that light is, but channel 5 and channel 6, right? That's the only two that has basically inputs on any of your switches. So it's a bit difficult if you want to auto trim or auto tune your tricopter or quadcopter or whatever type of aircraft you are flying. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swap this receiver out with a normal receiver that doesn't take PPM, so it's PWM, and then I'm going to map it out with all those different channels into the receiver, so loads of different cables going into the receiver, and then basically configure it so that I can get auto trim. Right, so back again, tricopter. Okay, now I've swapped the receivers out. This is a PPM receiver. This is a crap little micro receiver. Now it's got all the channels in it, but I couldn't be bothered going into soldering through all those pins. So I got myself one of these. Is the DSMX, because I'm running on a Spectrum DX6E, which is a brilliant radio, and yeah, also, come on, DSMX. So what I've done here, let me get my little thingamajig here. So channel 1, and then your voltage and your ground, right, which is these. That's going all the way in to my aileron. So the whole plug, all 3 pins, is basically going into aileron all the way down, right? So then what I've done was I've taken basically just a little servo lead like so, taking those pins out, right, out of this plastic housing, so that you basically can plug the pins individually into here. So what I've done was I've plugged a whole servo lead basically in, come on focus, on the next one along. So that's channel 2, channel 3 and channel 4, and I don't know if you can see there, the white, red, and then underneath it is black. It's hidden behind these. So the white one that comes out, which is channel 2, which runs from there. Am I right on this? Yes. Channel 2 there will go to your elevator. Channel 3 there will go to your throttle. Channel 4, which is underneath it, goes to your rudder. So plug it in by your rudder. And with these receivers, obviously my receiver is powered due to the aileron one that's plugged in with basically a signal, ground, and voltage in the middle. So where was I? Number 4 basically goes to your rudder. Now channel 5 there, as you can see there's channel 5, right? I have plugged that into my gear switch. I have skipped channel 6, so channel 6 is not plugged in, as you can probably work out. There's no wire there, but channel 6 I've skipped. Channel 7 I have plugged into my auxiliary. So once you've plugged all those in, because I had a spare wire in there, I've plugged channel 8 into my battery. Not that it's going to do anything, because this is only a 6-channel receiver, as you can see there, 6 channels. So once I've plugged it all in, come back here to my little we call it APM Pro mission planner. So throttle, as you can see, I'm trying to get everything into one shot while holding my phone. Rudder is working fine. Aileron is working fine, and pitch and roll, everything is working fine. But now what I can do is, I've got a 3-position switch here. Now on this 3-position switch, basically if I flick it, I've got channel 7, which I can configure to auto trim, and I've got channel 5 going there, so I can put it into altitude hold and then flick this switch into auto trim or auto tune or whatever without having to worry about it. Now obviously if you go for PPM, so basically what I can do now is I can set this up, go out, trim it out, auto trim it, auto tune it, right? And then once I'm happy with how it flies, I can swap back to this receiver if I wanted to do PPM, right? And not have that many wires. But the only problem is with things like a PPM receiver, they work brilliantly, they are fine, you're saving on wire space and all the other extra weight and all the other crap and things that goes along with it. But you can't select auto tune or auto trim due to the fact of the receiver. So it does not come up on channel 7, so therefore you will not be able to do it. I hope everybody has enjoyed this video and learned something from it, or maybe hopefully somebody was helped out in a way that you struggled. But I must confirm that you cannot auto tune your drone with a PPM receiver unless you do channel mapping and all those things, but this is just the easiest solution whatsoever. Get yourself a different receiver, get yourself one of these servo leads, you know, plug it in individually into the channels and you'll be good to go in no time. Thank you for watching.